Today's presentation will be about fraud. We'll go ahead and give you a little brief background about fraud. Research done by the Association of Certified Fraud Examiners found that fraud typically involves those at the C-suite level, and fraud sadly isn't declining. Internal personnel are responsible for approximately 80% of an organization's fraud losses. Next, we'll delve into the fraud triangle. It's got three sections: perceived pressure, perceived opportunity, and rationalization. Now, this fraud triangle was originated from Donald Cressy in his 1953 book, Other People's Money, a study in the social psychology of embezzlement. So just a brief overview. Opportunity represents the absence of internal controls. Pressure represents motivation to commit fraud. And rationalization is the individual's internal justification to commit fraud. Opportunity, usually present to senior level financial managers. They can easily manipulate the records. Internal control should be implemented to prevent opportunities. Pressure can be felt from the financial performance expectations from investors, and it can also come from the earnings-based incentives to hit targets. So those are just a couple ways where pressure can be felt from two different sources. And lastly, the rationalization. Only element on the triangle that can't be regulated, and that also leads to why it's the least researched element on the triangle. And then just a few rules on avoiding fraud. Recognize your tendency towards rationalization. Fraudsters typically aren't villains, but rather than real people, so it's going to be easy to blend in if you do commit fraud, I guess. So avoid it, even though you may think other people are doing it. Recognize the psychological costs, which would be the constant fear of being caught. You're going to be lying to people that surround you in your daily life, whether that be your managers, co-workers, friends, and family. Managing unethical behavior, that's going to be a big task because you know you're doing something unethical. Define your values in your personal and professional life. And lastly, just live within your means and you'll be less likely to commit fraud. And thank you for watching this.